Hello. Hey, yo, what's good in the hood? What the fuck am I? It's the 3rd of December of 2024, and it's a while since I recorded my last video journal. As you can tell by my voice, maybe I'm recovering from an illness, a sickness, the plague. And that's kind of related to what I want to talk about today, but yeah, basically I've been sick. I've been up to no good, up to some shenanigans, and I haven't been able to record. But we're back. We're back with another video journal, and also I think I finally figured out what I'm gonna do with these video journals. I think I'm gonna post them on a second channel. Like, I have been saying that for a while, but I think I've come up with a name. Um, my name on most platforms, as of a while ago, is Neo Lorenzo. Um, I've always been fascinated by the concept of time. I think time is super cool. Um, It's just a concept, like generally very macro wise, like it's cool. Time is fucking sick, bro. Time is weird, time is complicated, time has some fucking interesting implications, time is associated with like a lot of things, but whatever. Um and I've always been maybe fascinated isn't the right word, but I've always been into the idea of growth and update and renewal and progress and moving forward. And so like those two together, I kind of came up with the name of Neo Lorenzo, as in like new Lorenzo. I don't know where I saw it first, but I saw Neo used as a suffix somewhere. I don't remember. And I was like, oh my god, I relate to that. So yeah, Neo Lorenzo. But uh, to play on that a little bit, I can come up with a second channel called Paleo Lorenzo because I think Paleo is the opposite of Neo as a suffix. Uh, that's pretty funny. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna go with it um, for now and call my second channel Paleo Lorenzo and upload all the shit there. But yeah, that's that. Okay, the second thing I want to talk about in today's video journal is vaping. Now, as you can tell, I don't have a vape in hand. Okay, I'm not vaping as I'm recording this, and that's because I think I want to quit vaping again. Now, I did this before once in the past. I think when I left the US and I got back home in Portugal at the beginning of summer, it's like, fuck it. I'm quitting. I don't want to do this anymore. And I just gave the vapes that I bought, like I had like four when I got back home for the entirety of summer. Because remember, I was doing it for productivity, but more on that in a second. And I was like, fuck it. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't remember exactly the reason why I said that, but I think it'll relate to the reason, or I think it relates to the reason why I'm quitting now. Um, but yeah, I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. I think I'm a little overexposed, I'm not gonna lie. Where's my ISO at right now? Set it to 3. No, it was good actually. Fuck, I'll just set it to 200. Fuck it. I shouldn't be fucking with the exposure after starting, but whatever. Um, but okay, sorry, I completely lost myself. Okay, going back to it, the reason why I started vaping in the first place was because I think I saw a meme. I think I saw a meme, or actually, the reason why I started vaping in the first place is because I was in a weird phase of my life where I was trying literally my openness to experience was a little too high, therefore becoming a commie and starting to smoke weed and like weird shit like that. Actually, I started to smoke weed before I started vaping. I think, which is weird as fuck, but whatever. Um, my conscientiousness was also super low. So I think the big five. That's openness to experience and conscientiousness, neuroticism, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Did I say that already? Neuroticism. It's openness to experience, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, narcissism. Okay. But basically my conscientiousness was super, super, super low, and my openness to experience was really, really, really high. So I tried a bunch of things during that time period. Um, but basically, going back to it, I think I saw a meme which was I think this meme was pretty popular. It was like a Reddit post maybe, where it was like every time I'm sleeping, every time my boyfriend sleeps over, every time my girlfriend sleeps over, I always stick nicotine patches on them. So over time they get addicted to sleeping with me, and anytime they want to leave, they'll experience like withdrawal symptoms of being without me. Whatever. But it was the whole idea of like using nicotine to make you addicted to something else that's not nicotine. And I was like, holy shit, I'm a really unproductive person, or my productivity isn't very consistent. Why don't I just do that? Why don't I just use nicotine to become addicted to productivity? So I don't want to use nicotine patches or like Zins, Nuss, whatever like that, like stuff like that, because that feels like the next level of addiction. It feels like competitive nicotine consumer. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna vape, and because I already had some, it tastes good, it's cool, it's easy to do. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna vape. So I bought I bought a vape, and I was only allowed to vape while I worked. So, but and generally, most of the time that I was working, I would vape too. So essentially, when I work, I get nicotine, which gives me dopamine, which makes me addicted, right? Short term pleasure. Um, and it worked. I mean, I would have days where it's like 8 p.m., 7 p.m., and I'm lying in bed, lazy as fuck, just on YouTube or scrolling probably on Instagram back in the day. And I'd feel like, fuck, man, I really want to vape, but I couldn't vape if I didn't work. So I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna get up, just start writing a little bit on the Who's Lorenzo document. I'm just gonna start editing a little bit, and I'll just do that for like 5 minutes, just so I can vape a little bit. And I would start, and I wouldn't get off for like 2 hours, and I'd sit there and I'd vape, and I'd work, 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 work. So it worked really well. Um, super, super well. So much so that even like the thoughts of like, it's kind of cringe that I can't work consistently or productively without vaping kind of didn't matter, because I was doing so much. Like it was a big difference, and it was really, really, really good. Um, so even with the adverse health effects or whatever, I was like, it's still so worth. The opportunity cost still looked amazing. Um, but then I think when I got home, maybe the cringe part of it took over, or maybe I didn't have to do that much work anymore. I don't know. Something happened, and the opportunity cost suddenly wasn't that good. Um, but now, after coming back to university after my first chaos period, which if you don't know what that is, there's probably a video journal on that already. Um, basically after a reading week, I got back, and I think Luca, my 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 one of my flatmates, had a vape, and I was hitting it. I was like, fuck, dude. It was a good rule. The productivity shit worked, bro. I might implement it again. I can't lie. I might do that shit again. I might run it back. So I did. I got this little vapor, little red. It's like a twisty bitch. I don't know if you can hear it. Wait, let me get the mic on that shit. Basically, yeah, it's like four different things, whatever. 600 puffs for each thing, so I think it's 2,400 in total, which isn't that much. I don't think. Um, but yeah, basically, I was hitting it, and I finished it. So then I got this one. Now this one is heavy compared to this one, very heavy. Oh yeah, there is a weight difference here, because this one is barely used. I don't even think I've hit this for like I don't even think I've done 600 puffs on this one. So I don't think I'm even a quarter of the way there. But I got sick. Now, can I say the vape was the sole reason I got ill? Probably not. I don't think vapes give you diseases. Um, to my knowledge. Uh, I think they are bad for you. Of course, they lower your immune system and fuck you up, right? There's chemicals. There's bad shit. You're inhaling something that isn't air. Okay, so you're inevitably gonna have negative consequences to that, of course. Um, do I think it made me sick? I don't think so, but I think it maybe helped with me getting sick. It's not good for you. It's not good for your health. Um, and man, bro, I hate being sick. Like I hated. Like I didn't have a throat ache. I had it. I feel like it was a acid reflux, but it lasted like 5 days. I don't know if it was an acid reflux. My throat felt fucked, bro. It feels. I didn't have a fever. I didn't have sneezes. I didn't have coughs. I didn't sweat. Yeah, because of fever. I didn't have snot. I didn't like. Oh, I had mucus here, but I didn't have mucus here. Like, it was weird, but it just felt disgusting. My throat actually just felt disgusting for 5 days. I could still eat, and honestly, eating made me feel better. But I don't know what it was in my throat, and I still kind of have my throat still feels kind of fucked, but it feels less fucked. It feels less fucked, and I drank so much water, and I think that helped a lot. But whatever, I don't think vaping helped. So I think I want to consider quitting again. The only problem is, man, it is so fucking useful. Like, quitting cigs is really easy for me. Like, quitting cigs before, so there's this concept of ego hacking. I think I've made a video journal on ego hacking already. If I haven't, then there's gonna be one on that. By the time you're watching this, it probably already is. Um, but I was able to ego hack cigarettes out of my brain. I was able to quit cigarettes super easily because they generally don't have any positives, or the positives are like you feel a little bit calmer. Okay, bro, but like it heightens your anxiety in the long run. So, like, it doesn't even have any benefits. So it's very easy to look at it and just be like, ew, gross. Weed. Weed is between vaping and cigarettes because weed is like it has really strong positives, but the positives are more like tactical positive. If that makes sense, like it's more like a tool. Like it's not like a blanket positive. It's like it can help, but you have to really wield it correctly. I think I've talked about weed here already, so I'm not even gonna expand on that much. Yeah, weed is a little bit easier to quit than weed is 100% easier to quit than vaping, but it's a little harder than cigarettes because it does have some positives. But the negatives are also pretty strong. Like, I do feel like a lack of oomph, a lack of drive, a lack of tenacity. And that's a big thing for me. And that's an immediate effect I see from weed. So it's pretty easy to quit. And the barrier to entry, the barrier to get nice consistent highs is also a lot harder, especially especially here in Portugal. It's a lot easier, but here it's a lot harder. So weed isn't that hard to quit. I was able to quit it pretty easily too. Vaping, oh my god, everyone's vaping around you. So as much as I want to be like, oh, peer pressure's fake and stuff like that, humans are social creatures. Okay, naturally we're gonna be peer pressure. That's like it's inevitable, right? I was able to not do that with drinking, but again, drinking just didn't entice me, right? But vaping does. Um, but I'm still able to resist it. I'm able to resist vaping. Um, because I have the outlet, right? I have the productivity outlet. But it's fine. Without it, I was able to resist vaping, so that's not a problem. Um, man, but the benefits of vaping are so fucking powerful, dude. You don't like being productive for me is like top three priorities I have in life. Like I love being productive. I love having a strong output, right? Love having a strong economic output. It's amazing. I love making YouTube videos. I love writing. I love all of the. I love creating. But in the long run, in the short run, not so much. Which is what the vaping helps me to do, of course. Um, but I don't know, man. Like it's not good, bro. It's really not good for you, and it's fucking insane. It's crazy how I vape to work. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that I can't do work consistently without the assistance of red apple ice. Isn't that kind of fucking weird? Isn't it weird? That's weird as fuck. That might just be like an emotional argument, but emotions matter, right? That's weird. Like intuitively that does feel wrong. Um feels like it shouldn't be the case. Which means I need to correct it. It's really fucking hard. I don't know, man. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I have an exam on the 6th of December for reason argument. I'm gonna take this vape home. Am I? Problem is, the vapes back in Portugal are shit. They're not good. Like, it's again, the barrier of entry is higher in Portugal for vaping because you don't have the yummy flavors. It's like mint, and it's like shit. It's not a pleasurable experience. Um, okay, I'm gonna leave this vape here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna not vape until the 6th of December, or until I go back home on the 7th, actually. And I'm going to see how my productivity holds up. And I'm gonna see over Christmas break too, over that month until I come back, how my productivity holds up. And if it's good enough, if it's good enough, I'll stop. But if and I'm gonna try, of course. I do want to try, but if I try and fail, then I might have to consider just sprinkling a little bit of vaping in. Like I need to find a way to like microdose that shit, so I can get as many benefits as possible while still reducing the health outcomes. Or maybe I'll have to start considering things like nicotine gum. I'm not addicted to nicotine. It's not like I need nicotine. I'm so anxious. It's not that. Like I don't want to eat. Nicotine is just a vehicle for productivity. Okay, it's just a way to get addicted to something. It's not. I don't. I'm not like fiending. If I lose my vape, I'm not like freaking out. It's not. Uh, it's not like I'm not addicted. I can stop whenever I want. It's not even that. It's I don't like nicotine. Nicotine makes me like anxious if I'm not like cigarettes. Cigarettes make me lethargic. They make me anxious. Stuff. The only reason vaping does is because I'm wired in. I'm clocked in. Okay, I'm dialed. I'm dialed in. So I can direct all of the problems or all of the anxiety and stuff like that nicotine gives me into my work. I don't like nicotine that much per se. Like I quit cigarettes super easily. It's purely the productivity. It's purely using nicotine as a tool that I'm addicted to, I guess you could say. Um, but it's not addiction. I just really like it. Maybe a dependency. Maybe you could call it depend. I don't care about the labels. Call it whatever you want. But yeah, I think that's enough for this video. This video journal is meant to be like 5 minutes. They all come up to 20 minutes. I don't know if I have a natural speaking time of 20. I don't know what the fuck. Bro, Zakir texted me, my sister called me, and my girlfriend texted me. Holy shit! Throughout just these 17 minutes. Oh my god, Mr. Popular out here. Okay, I'm gonna go answer those emails. Okay, I'm gonna answer those notifications, and I'll be back with another video journal because it's been so long. I miss talking to the camera. I miss yapping. Okay, I miss creating. And look, I did this all without vaping. Okay, that's a big win. That's a big win. Big win. Okay. So I think I'm gonna capitalize on that. I'm gonna capitalize on the momentum and then keep going. We're gonna talk about time blocking and goal setting, which is a major part of productivity and I guess to-do lists are part of goal setting. So we're gonna talk about time blocking and we're gonna talk about goal setting in another video journal, which relates to productivity, because we're gonna need to put all of our chips. These are tools I've used before. Whatever. I'm yapping now. It doesn't matter. We're being weird now. A brother needs to know when it's time to call it quits. So I hope you've had beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. And I hope. Oh my god, my finger looks so bent in this fucking fish. Okay. And I hope you have a beautiful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day of the week it is. Some of you weird fucks start the week on Sundays. You're weird as fuck for that. Don't do that. That's cringe. Start on a Monday. Monday's the beginning of the week. Whatever. I love you so much. I need water, and I hope you have a splendid time. I'll see you in the next one. Kiss, kiss. Goodbye.